Can a time-traveling Jew really restore the kingdom of Israel? Well, I don't know, but we're sure gonna try. Today, we are starting our wonderful campaign off here as a vassal of the Abbasid Empire. Now, dare I say, this is a monumentous task. So, what do we have to show for it? Well, we are of the Hebrew culture. Now, we don't have Hebrew land right now, but when we do, the Hebrew culture has all the innovations on lock. And that is our little secret into time travel. So we're going to start off with a martial focus. We're going to go strategy, and here is why. Very quickly, we need to get ourselves things sorted out. So let's assign everything we can here and get us figured out, and we'll let you know exactly what's going on. So we're going to send our proposal for a marriage. We can get some troops with alliances. Now, I don't actually know if this comes from our culture or our religion. We get secondary spouses, which honestly, I'm not going to complain because this gives us even more abilities to get to get alliances. So we want to make sure we have everything figured out here, because very quickly, and let's see what we've been given. We've been given light horsemen and light footmen. Honestly, that is actually not the worst, but we're going to increase our light footmen, and we are going to... should I have done that? I should not have done that. I should have stuck with my light horsemen. That is so tough. All right, well, it's okay. We're going to change our station holding, and we are going to unpause the game here. All of our alliances have come through, and here's the reason we're focusing so heavily upon the military focus. Now, as you can see, this is not a Iron Man game, and that is okay. But that is because we are trying to see if we can even survive. Because if you've ever played this game, you know, if you are of a different religion than your liege, almost instantly, your titles will get revoked. So we need to rapidly make sure we do not die when this war comes. So let's hope and pray that we do not get our land taken. But if we do, we will stand ready as we convert faith and promote culture in our county. And we get a council invitation originally, which I love, Spy Master. So actually, we can maybe pay that to our advantage. So we're going to bide our time, count up our money, and wait for our liege to make the first move. And with this wonderful little thing here, we get another bit into martial. Gotta love these wonderful little events that happen. And here's what we expected to happen, is the revoked title. We don't want that, so we're going to decline. We're going to raise all of our armies up, and we're immediately going to call our most powerful allies in. Actually, we're going to call all of our allies in. You know what? Why not you two? We are losing all of our prestige, but that is a-okay in our mind. We just need to not die. So we've got our allies coming in, and we can actually win this fight, especially if we are leading, and we are. Now, we are the leader of leaders here, and we are trying to restore what grandeur we once had here and try to form the nation of Israel. Now, we first need the kingdom of Jerusalem, and then we can form the nation of Israel. Now, we are going to lose this battle against that group. So, honestly, oh, it says we'll probably win. You know, I appreciate their confidence. No way. They didn't come in, so we won! Now, we did lose our steward. That is a shame. We also don't even have enough people here. Let's see, did we capture anyone when we did? No. Rats. Well, I guess we'll keep going to war. Another battle won because they just keep on flying into us. And we still don't have any prisoners, though, which is absolutely so depressing. But I think when we take this... Oh, another battle. And once we take this, we should win the war instantly. Oh, we don't. Oh, man. All right, we just need to take one more holding, and then I think we will... Oh, they're trying to go for it. Okay, we got it. We got the war score here. So we're going to enforce demands, and no way we have done it. We have a new liege. We deposed our old liege, and that means that we are more independent. And hopefully, we don't have any prisoners. That is very sad. because we genuinely do not even have enough people for our stewards. So we need to invite people or get people figured out ASAP. Fun fact, I've been quote unquote recording for the past about 45 minutes to an hour, only now to realize I paused my recording. So welcome back. We have won ourselves the Duchy of Palestine from our liege in a battle where we called in our allies and we won by the skin of our teeth for sure. And we're trying to make our vassals happy and to regain Jerusalem here. Now, our son has grown up to be the man. He is a brilliant strategist. He is a famous champion, and he is intelligent and a flexible leader. Humble, zealous. He is fickle, which again is a little tough. But man, that is actually insane. He is going to be our warlord of warlords. So with our council, our new vassals are actually pretty dang good. So this is one of our vassals. Now he has got 20 stewardship. Love that. And this is our second of 3 vassals, which he's got pretty good diplomacy as well. And we love that. So right now we're trying to get a claim on Jerusalem because, I mean, if we're going to found Israel, I think our capital needs to be Jerusalem. So we got a claimant and they are declaring war on us. So what we're going to do is we're going to call in our wonderful allies along our side because I actually do not know if they have strong allies or not. So we're just going to go directly into battle, fight them head on, and yes, please take them, please. All right, this wonderful battle. They didn't have a commander. Oh, we win this every day of the week. Now, somehow we lost our steward. Oh, it's because he's the one revolting. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. All right, well, we're going to assign this dude here. With our martial perk, we're going to keep on going down for hard to rule. And we love that. And we're going to start taking land left and right. Now, they are going to try to attack us. I hope so. And that would be hilarious. Because I think we're going to just, yeah, we're going to dominate them. That wasn't even close. We stack wiped them. And we're going to take another ward on, I guess. Why not? And we're going to dominate this war. And this is going to be incredible. Again, domination. No one can stop us. And we're just going to keep on winning. We didn't even need our allies. And that's actually crazy. So we're going to get this land here. And I think we actually might just win the war straight up. Yes, we do. Wait. It just invalidated the war? We just dominated. What? Please tell me we at least kept our prisoners. We did. And we're going to ransom them all off and see what we get. Because, oh my word, that is actually so annoying. But we've got other issues at hand. This is our Liege's war. We don't care about that. And this is the war we've been called into. Which we actually do need to go and help. Oh, that is such a shame. All right, well, we're going to go up and help because we said we would. All right, we are about to get absolutely rolled here. But it seems as though, for some reason, our allies here are involved in another war, which we likely cannot win when all of them are stacking up on us. So we took out one, and we're going to wait here, and... Okay, hold on. Also, I received a missive from Amir Hadam of Slamadid. I can try to say that again. And claims that my vassals requested support in a plot against me. I believe that. I believe that for sure. It's an insulting accusation. Is in fact, no. We're just gonna do that. And we won. Lovely. Disband our armies. Let's start making our money back slowly but surely and ransoming off all of our prisoners as well. All right, our daughters can now get married, which is terrific. And we need alliances. Do we? I actually don't know if we need alliances or, truthfully, if we want alliances quite yet. However, we're going to get this one because it is a very nice alliance for this daughter. And then for the other one, we're going to do matrilineal. And we actually want to try and get, if we can get prowess, that would be terrific. Okay, these dudes are ancient. However, I think this will be good for us because you have a prowess of 29. Holy moly. That is what we want, because that means you can be a wonderful, excellent knight for us. And are you? I think it's this dude. Yes, you are. Lovely. All right, we're going to pass limited crown authority. That way we can revoke titles and pass high crown authority. You know, we're just gonna go all straight up. We're gonna go straight up there, and people are going to hate us for it, but I don't think they can do anything about it. Now we have a martial perk available for us, so we love that. And as of now, it'll only be our vassals right away who hate us. So what we can do is we can go here, and we can revoke the title once our truce is up, which again is in 20 months. So we gotta wait for that. All right, we're gonna marry our son to an intelligent woman. He doesn't need legitimacy right now since he's our son, so that will benefit him immensely, so that his kids are very intelligent. And we just need to get above a 2, which we are, and we love that. And we are slowly but surely going to wait this out so that we can actually declare war, and I'm counting down the days. All right, we got another lifestyle perk through wonderful little events that can happen with your marshal. And we've got to love that because we have 40 days and the time is up, which means we can go here and we can actually just straight up revoke his title of Jerusalem. Now, because I have an unpressed claim as well, which I think means that it's actually not an act of tyranny. If we use a hook, then that doesn't matter. So I can claim it as, or I can revoke it as I have a claim on the title, so I'm not going to view it as a tyrant. Now, he doesn't like me. Again, I don't quite care. So we're going to revoke his title. See what he says. He kind of has to agree. We're then going to move Rome capital to here, which means everything is going to have to kind of shift around. So we're going to increase control in the county, promote culture's already been doing it, and convert faith in the county as well. And slowly but surely, we got another martial perk. Love to see that as overseer. And what I'm wondering is if it's even worthwhile going down this tree yet. You know what? We're just gonna stick with it. We are the warrior king, and that is going to be our goal, is to be a warrior king. All right, we are joining our wonderful allies' feast, as we must, and hope that by the time we get back, things are a little bit better here, because this is getting a little crazy. We need to make claims still upon more of the land here to form the nation of Israel. Sadly, we arrived late due to unforeseen issues, which honestly, I'm not too shocked. I don't want to gain dehydrated because that is really tough. So we're gonna just do this and hope that, okay, he died. Moving on from such an awkward tragedy, we have this wonderful opportunity here. At the end of the field exercise, it seemed a brilliant idea to practice regrouping an army in disarray. I split my troops and ordered every officer to independently make their way to Jerusalem. Of course, by the third day of waiting, but with only half my army in place, I am now seeing flaws in the plan. Timur suggests I ride out with a contingent of champions to find the missing troops, while the rest of my army returns home. I'm sorry, what? What kind of an idea? All right, yes, this will be an exciting search. We'll see what happens as we search for our army. I can hear an absolute ruckus coming from the roadside tavern. One of my champions kicks open the door, revealing a room full of my wayward soldiers. My arrival makes them fall silent and stare down to their cups. With Nari a word between them? I think it's Nay a word, Nari between them. Anyways, with Nari between them, the perpetrator narrows her eyes. Nope, proprietor narrows her eyes. So you're responsible for this rabble. Ah, shoot. Well, I've got enough coin to pay for the damages. I'll pay. I don't want people to be mad at me. All right, approaching a watering hole, I spotted a camp pitched on its shores. As I entered it, I was met by the sergeant in charge. My lord, our water stores leaked while we were on the move, and our pack animals cannot make the march home without more water than we currently have. The soldiers looked at me nervously. If the lord and his champions helped carry the water skins, however... Now, we could... Search continues, abandon the search, nope. Search continues. Yes. When my outriders brought news of the little encampment, I did not expect to find the soldiers so practicing their battle formations. It seemed that my son Nisi took it upon himself to continue the field exercise while waiting for word from the main army. His troops lined up neatly as I ride up to meet him. That's actually pretty good. And I want my son to like me, and he's actually pretty good. Overlook soldiers. His troops are lined up neatly. So why would I be angry at my son? Anyways, I'm gonna steal some of the orders I gave. But we have been invited to the feast, which we shall not go to because that's tough. Aren't going there. Last time that happened, things did not end well. So we're just gonna keep on our hunt. As I am passing through a small village, I notice that those clad in simple cloth, the town's guards are all carrying weapons with my mark on them. Welcoming in the muddy street was Asher, the self-proclaimed, quote, divine guardian of the town. My soldiers laid down their armor to help this preaches serve the Lord. I'm so confused. We're gonna have the preacher join us. The last of my troops have made it back to Jerusalem and the order has been restored. Though it was hardly a display of military brilliance, I've gained a new perspective on my army and the individual soldiers, which is composed. Nice. One of the benefits of religion is we can actually appoint a rabbin ourselves. And this is lovely because we can actually choose someone with high learning, which is incredible. And we are going to assign one of our sons to that because he's got just as good a learning as anyone else and might as well benefit him in the process. We are sadly in debt and stressed out because it turned out, who would have known, our son does not actually believe in his faith, which is tough. So we just became stressed. We did exercise, but then we also lost all of our money because we now actually have a claim upon this county here, which is very tough because we need money. We can declare war for this duchy right now, and I think we might actually be able to do it before all the allies get called in. I doubt it though, because it looks as though the allies are literally right. Yeah, it's these people. So we're gonna wait just a second and try to increase the size of our army slightly more. And with the wonderful progression that we have, we kind of can do a little bit of anything. But we need to be smart about what we do. So I'm thinking of going for probably the trebuchets, as that'll help us siege a lot quicker. Yes, we do have some ability of siege progress with the light footmen, but we want to be rapid in all of our sieges. My liege, the caliphate of the Abbasid Empire, has asked me to be his steward. Oh, that is incredible, because that gives us the benefits of more tax, just a flat 3% tax more, 10% domain taxes, and building construction goes down, and stewardship goes up. This is incredible, and that's actually what we're wanting to switch to after we complete the martial tree. Hopefully, we survive that long. A stunning work is we have we have imprisoned our vassal. So our other son is going to take over for him because he was scheming against us. And this man, if we go here to prisoners, this man here is the owner of Gaza. Now, do we want this land for ourselves? No. No, we do not. But we do want to banish him, and yes, then we will get, I believe, it's an act of tyranny. Subjects lose 5 opinion. We've got like 2 subjects anyways. So we're going to negotiate release, and he will hopefully leave. Yes. And it was not ours because I am not diligent. Oh, that is a shame. It goes to his kid. I should not have done that. Well, you know, we live and we learn. My other vassal has scheming against me as well. Oh no, I guess we're throwing him in jail. Oh, this could not be going better. All right, this is the vassal of what is his holdings? What is his title? Oh, he's just south of me. Now let's think about this. Do I want this land? Well, of course not. Not for myself. I have other priorities. However, what I can do is I can torture him. That's lovely. But I can revoke his title, and it is an act of tyranny, which is so tough because he is in jail. I should be able to just revoke the holding from him. And that's what I'm a little confused of. It's like, yes, it's an act of tyranny. Subjects lose 20 opinion of you, and I lose legitimacy, which that is my biggest issue. But the benefit is I get this land. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to negotiate release, demand conversion, and renounce his claims and see if that will work. Yes, he did. So in that case, wonderful. Let's just keep on going down. What we can do now is we can try to make... Oh, well, we'll try. We will try to make him like us if even just a little bit more. All right, now we have the ability to go to war. We have got ourselves our trebuchets. We've got another thing of light horsemen, another regiment of them. And this man is in prison, so we can go to war for actually, I believe, back to back. Oh, yes, we're going to eradicate their house. And that is precisely what we want to see. So we're going to raise all of our troops instantly and try our best to siege them down and see if we can win all these battles. Call to war. Yes, we'll do it. Will we actually do it? No idea. But we won that battle, that engagement. Lovely. And we have another child. Cool. Another call to war. Okay, this is the same dude who gets in trouble all the time. Lovely. And we are stopping the villain behind the scheme at court. But here's what we're going to do. We just need to win some battles now. And we got it. We can enforce our demands. And their heads will roll. And victory. And we have so much more land instantly. Now, do we want this land? Well, no. Not really. But we do want some of the land. So the duchies we do want, for pretty obvious reasons. But the other titles, we don't really care about all that much. So, we are going to, I guess, keep this title. Anyways, let's figure this out. We want to give this to our son because I'm hoping this is not the one who is first in line. Correct? Who is the first in line? This is this child. So, Levi. We don't want to give it to Levi. So, we'll give it to this son of ours. Yet sadly, we are overwhelmed by stress because we are, I believe, ambitious, which that is tough. We don't like giving stuff away. It's either that or it's the fact that we are I think it's because we're ambitious or diligent. Honestly, I can't remember what it is that we have issues with. But what we do need to do is we need to hold a feast, and we need to hold it soon because this is not good. We don't want to be overcome with stress. All right, we now can do a third dynasty here, and that is because with advancing forward in time, these are kind of some gimmies that you would expect to have seen. But something that we want to figure out is our succession. So we want to have the player heir specifically. So I believe we will give all of it to one, thus the harmonious succession. So the idea is that they get a portion of it, I believe. Let's see. Always inherits at least 3/4 of the ruler's titles. So we need to figure out how to make sure that he gets all of it. So I'm a little confused here. I just gave my son the title of all of this area, yet he's no longer my vassal. And I am very, very confused why. But alas, that is something we'll have to worry about later, because we actually, luckily, do not need this land here. We do need this land over here, as it is a part of these duchies, and we need all 3 of these duchies in its entirety to form the nation of Israel. All right, we are going to try to win this war for our friend here, because he's getting absolutely destroyed. Nope, okay, he got destroyed. Well, so much for that. We might not have an ally anymore. We've been invited to a feast that we might actually make it just in time for. So we're going to customize a route because we don't want to die in the process of us, getting there. And then on the way back as well, believe it or not, we're not really into dying. Okay. Why didn't you want me to go there? There we go. We're not into dying, so we're going to go the long way around and ensure that we don't die basically ever. And that seems like a pretty great thing for us. So we're going to hire some mercenary guards. Yes, it's expensive, but that will make our travels so much easier. And we are getting old after all. We decided not to go. The dude died. We literally like stepped out of our house and then the dude died, which that's tough. That's that's really tough. We have been called to war to fight the, who is this? Oh, down in Africa. This is one of our sons who married off. They don't need us. However, it's always just lovely when we can gain some prestige through fighting one way or another. So we're gonna head down there and we're actually going to join this war and attack for all we're worth. My son still does not believe, and this is coming back to bite me badly. I'm gonna get so much stress no matter what. I should either condemn him or defend his character. He likes me, so I'm gonna condemn him. And we're overwhelmed by stress. Oh my word. Let's go for a ride. We've reduced our stress. And we have another kid of our bloodline, but man, we need to get our stress down ASAP. So I'm going to save up money, and we're going to have a wonderful feast. First siege down. Love that. Second siege down. Off to our battle of battles. Lovely. And where else are we attacking? Oh, all of Africa? Yeah, cool. That makes me so happy. But let's do this siege here, just because, you know, why not? Get our martial perks, because, again, I guess, why not? Well, I can tell you why not. Probably not the smartest idea. I mean, Peacekeeper would be nice, but I think we need gold or focused. Actually, you know, here we're going to do. We're going to go learning because we want to make sure that we stay alive. So we're going to go down the whole body tree. Another siege underway, and I am single-handedly winning them this war because they are rapidly losing war score. And where is our primary goal even? Probably over here somewhere. So I guess we're just going to start making our way that way. Oh no, our primary war goal is up north. So we're going to push up north and hope that we've done enough damage to the enemy to just hold on a little bit longer. Can we throw him in jail? No, we can't. We're going to let him know what's going on. He's not our vassal, but still, don't appreciate him. Another one down. We are rapidly starting to lose this war, and I am trying my hardest to win this for our ally, but it is bad. I don't know if we can get here in time and win this, because we are just plummeting down through one way or another. But if we can secure something big on this victory here, it's just not enough. It is not enough. I guess we just got to go back down south and hope we can get there in time to attack someone. But man, this is brutal. I think it's kind of going to be a game over for them. We are sending our men over, even though we're going to get attritioned like no tomorrow, because this is something that we have to, and I mean have to win for them. And we're going straight back in. Please help us, ally. You absolute coward. But we still won with 100. Oh, my wife died, or one of my wives. That's so terrible. It genuinely is. But we killed 2,000 and they killed 200. Love that. Gotta love that. That has changed the war score tremendously. So we're going to take this, whatever this capital thing is here, and hope this does enough for us to actually make progress. And we have single-handedly won the war for our ally. I don't even know what we were doing in that war, but I love it. And we can ransom a ton of prisoners. So we're going to ransom off all of the high ones for sure. And then wait and see if, oh yes, this is the money we needed. But we can see if, pay the ransom, sure, 50 bucks, I'll take it. Besides that, so we're going to see if we can ransom all our prisoners and those who won't be ransomed. We're going to see if we can negotiate their release. First thing we're going to do is we're going to have a feast with all of this money, because man, do we need it. And we're going to do it just right here in Jerusalem. We won't need anything fancy here. And our honorary guest will be, who do we want to impress here? Honestly, not a lot of people we care to impress. However, we need to think about the most powerful person, and that is this person. So we're going to select them as our honorary guest, bump up everything so we can get opinion up, and start the feast. And we can build a duchy building of military academies here because, well, why not? We want to have the largest military that this world ever seen from this tiny little nation. So we got to do that by building military academies. That'll help us hugely. That did not take away stress nearly enough. We are still incredibly incredibly stressed. So, our son here, we negotiate alliance. Again, I don't know how this dude is not technically here with us, but, you know, it is what it is. And we will start a war to eradicate this house. Because, for one, this is a really easy and quick way to ensure that we can get all of this land ourselves. And, I mean, that just sounds like a win to me. And everything is going wrong here. So we're going to ransom this guy back. Hopefully time just to get money here. And we get a learning perk. Lovely. Okay, we'll stop for a second. And then we will get... We need stress to be dealt with. So, boom. We got the war. Heads will roll. And so be it. We get more legitimacy as well. And we have all this land for ourselves, which is stunning. And that also means we can now most nearly restore Israel. This is going to be beautiful. And now I realize what we must do, which we're not going to do now because a ton of our liege's armies are here. But with the Abbasid Empire at its lowest, we might just need to go to war very soon to secure ourselves this region for ourselves. And that is simply because if we are under someone else, we cannot create the title of Israel. We have to be away from the Abbasids. The issue is they're allied to everyone. So if I was to declare an independence war, I'm likely not going to win that, to say the least. Unless somehow I can get a marriage between me and someone else very, very powerful. But, you know, I don't think that's going to happen. But who knows? We can hope. So a worry I have is if you look at the Byzantine land, it is literally touching me. And Byzantine Empire is not slowing. This dude is 36, got a massive army. And I mean massive. So I think, honestly, the time to leave might be now. We definitely don't have the troops one-to-one to fight. But I am desperately hoping that very soon we will have better troops. So the second I can upgrade my crossbowmen to get a little bit more, we're going to go for it, and we are going to try and revolt. So we have become allies with our son over here, and we are going to basically do all of his heavy lifting for him so that we don't have war on our eastern border. And why do we do that? I don't know. I guess just for kicks and giggles. So let's get these guys up here, and then now we have some really solid troops, honestly. And get a learning perk. We can keep on going down for hopefully healthy. We're going to do restraint, though, and then know thyself, because that's going to be important. And then iron constitution. Then eventually mental resilience, because we are still very stressed. And that does adversely affect us. You can see here. Oh, I guess it does not affect us terribly, but it still is not great. So our fertility is down, which again, it's not an issue. We are 62. So I don't think fertility is exactly the biggest issue that we have right now. So something interesting here that just has occurred to me is my liege is in a war over here because there is a revolt going on and he is allied to the Sultanate over here. Now, this is very good, especially because he's going to be moving his troops off right now to cross the world. So what we're going to do is we're going to accept the ward of our liege, and we are going to risk it for the biscuit. All right, the Abbasid Empire, we are going to declare war for an independence war. We're going to declare war, call in all of our allies in the hopes that we don't get absolutely rolled. We don't need to call on our house member. I mean, actually, do we want to? No, we can't. Oh, because he is technically an ally of the Abbasid Empire. Oh, that's tough. So we're going to raise, actually, all there. And excellent. War is declared on liege. Yes, that is by us and by design as well. Now, the tough part is that means we have to actually take our wonderful son's lands. And that's going to have to happen. We have allies coming to our aid. And And that is lovely. Oh, they are all coming back. But we're going to win that definitively as well. Oh my word. Now, it is going to be forever for us to get there. So I'm hoping we can kind of just maintain control over here, not move too far from home, and kind of win these small battles. Sadly, the war that my liege was a part of has ended, I think. I'm guessing. So we have to hope that we can maintain this just long enough. I see a bunch of enemies to our north here, and we're going to try to take this fight, and we will win definitively. That is insane. All right, we just need to take a few more regions here, and then we will get... Marriage... I'm fine. I got 4 wives. We're going to make sure that we can secure this in the bag here, and maybe we just might get ourselves a little bit of a victory. Sweet victory. Come on. Yes. And we are independent. Finally, which means, ladies and gentlemen, oh yeah, we did it. We are the Promised Land. With Jerusalem and the Promised Land under Jewish control, the time is ripe for the creation of a new, united monarchy named Israel. Like the great kingdom of ancient times under David and Solomon. The long-suffering Jewish people have finally in their control of their own destiny again. No longer shall the Holy Land be torn asunder by warring Christians and Muslim lords. May this new kingdom usher in an era of peace and prosperity for the region. Long live Israel. Yes, we are a king now. That is incredible. All right, we've gotten rid of our title, so now we are vibing, and we can offer a hostage to the Byzantines. Granddaughter, so sorry. Which also, interesting enough, hostage does not mean like hostage in today's day and age. That means more so kind of just, you know, like a host. They will host it, but it still is, you know, kind of like a hostage. But we have a royal court now with nothing to put inside, but oh man, we look cool. Can we zoom into us? And we are officially here, King of Israel, with the lineage of Solomon within our blood. And we have conquered. Now we need to get ourselves into proper attire. And the great patriarch Nehemiah, the Hawk of Israel, has formed the nation of Israel amongst an absolute tumultuous region. With the Abbasid Empire to one and the Tulunid, oh, that changed also. The Tulunid Empire there, and the Byzantines knocking on our doorstep. I think that we, ladies and gentlemen, have done it and have maintained ourselves here. If you want to see us to continue on the great reign of Patriarch Nehemiah and see how far we can get with this, I would love to continue this on, see how our son does, grow our army even more, and conquer far lands. That, at least, is in theory what we could happen here. But thank you all so much for watching. This has been an absolute pleasure. If you want to see other games, whatever you want to see happen on this channel, leave it down in the comments. I'd love to see it. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.